stand together? Uh-huh. D-A-I-N? Okay. And it's stand together. All right, thank you. Welcome, everybody, as we hold a thought moment of light and love as we get ready for our service today. Thank you, God, Mahalo Keakua, for the blessings this day brings, helping us to share the light of love, aloha, to the world. We say thank you, Mahalo Keakua, for the blessings that come to us by sharing the light of love. And so it is. Amen. I ask you now, please shut up your cell phones and just make sure we don't have any interruptions during service. A cool mau mau. A cool mau mau pa. Ho my. Ho my. Ho my. Ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no. Awe mele ho my. Ho my. Ho my. Ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no. Awe mele ho my. Ho my. Ho my. Ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no. Awe mele Hili hoi akala o Malka o Kona. Hili hoi o Makai, wherever you come from, all across this wide world of ours. Kakaiaka e komomai. Good morning and welcome. Unity of Kona. What an honor it is to be here in beautiful Kailua, Kona, sharing a little bit of aloha to the world. And as we get started with our service, I'll ask everybody to please stand as we'll do together our affirmation of the month, vision and mission statements. We are in the month of January. Our affirmation is a journey of self-discovery together. I courageously walk my path of self-discovery and embrace my authentic self now, and so it is. Here at Unity of Kona, we do come together with a vision as a world family of oneness, peace, and love, with a mission to inspire spiritual growth and service through the active practice of love, prayer, faith, joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. And so it is. And as we have everybody standing, we're going to ask our choir to come up as we get together for our song, Stand Together. With Faith Rivera and Harold Payne wrote this song, and what an honor it is to have Faith with us here today. But we're going to do this opening song as we stand together. So, right along the front here. I'll get in behind you guys. Welcome, aloha.
Something great is happening, love is taking hold and it won't let it go of us now. Something here is calling us forward, upward motion, we're drops in one ocean, roll on. Will you rise up with me today? Lift up your voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Live a dream, ever high is calling. Be the hope of the new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share gifts to the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Ooh, oh, oh. Every day's a chance you can do something amazing. Feel your passion blazing and shine. Paint with every vision and dance in new directions. Explode to new heights in your mind. I will rise up with you today. Lift up my voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Live a dream, ever high is calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share gifts for the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Ooh, ah, oh.
One dream,
one voice,
one voice,
one heart,
one heart,
one world,
one dream,
one dream,
one voice,
one voice,
one heart,
one
heart,
one world.
Stand together,
one dream,
Stand.
one
stand,
One heart.
stand,
One world.
stand together. Live a dream ever high is calling. Be the hope of the new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share gifts to the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now.
Woohoo! While we're all standing, let's take 5 minutes and say hello to your neighbor. If you're joining us online, please, we'd like to welcome you too. So leave a little comment in the comment section, as we like to greet everybody every Sunday morning, as we will. So give us a moment to say our hellos. It's just some amazing time to everybody get together as we come together. We stand together. And so, hence the song. Well, what an honor it is to be here for you this morning. And my name is Jim Carey as we get started with our service. And so now it's time to welcome our guests and visitors. So if this is your first time, or maybe it's been a while you've been here, we'd like to ask you to please stand, give your name and where you're from. Anybody new in the sanctuary? All good? All right, how about joining us online? We got somebody upstairs here. Hey, brother, how you doing? Welcome. Well, welcome, Keith from Kona. Got you. All right, my friend. So as we like to do, anybody joining us online, we like to send it out to the great big aloha and God bless you. And so it is. And as we get started in our service, there are a few announcements to go through. And first and foremost, we are a prayer ministry. So we all know that prayer works in our lives, and our prayer request forms in the back of the sanctuary, little slips of paper, drop it in that box down there. Our chaplains pray over them here and then send them on to Silent Unity. Silent Unity in Lee Summit, Missouri has a prayer vigil, 30 days of consecutive prayer on every prayer request. So the power of prayer tenfold when it's shared with so many people, it's numbers are it's unimaginable how powerful that prayer can be. As we have the Be Unity app, you can download this app. It's a free app, and Be Unity on your phone, and that gives you the instant connection to prayer and allows you to submit your prayer requests directly to Silent Unity, watch inspirational or meditative videos, and access hundreds of articles. So, announcements. We have a team member of the month. Congratulations, Denise Bliss. There she is. I know, there you are. God bless you, my sister. So, Denise, we surely appreciate your loving service. We are so blessed to have you here at the Unity of Kona. Denise brings ownalicious dishes for our fellowship potlucks and yummy baked goods and sell at our bake sale. She provides Reiki healing during the Sound Bowl healing services, and she leads a monthly energy healing through Reiki share class, crystal chakra healing service. Well, her willingness to offer whatever support is needed and share her time and talents is so greatly appreciated. You are a bright, shining light, and so we are truly honored and grateful to have your spirit of aloha. Thank you, Denise. We love you. Oh, yes. So Roger Pachero is leading a weekly Qigong class on Monday morning from 8 to 8:45 at the Old Kona Airport, right here at the Airport State Beach Park. And so as soon as you can go through the gate, turn to the left, and it's the first beach. And so come in and join us. So that happens every Monday morning at 8 to 8:45 for the Qigong. And so that's kind of cool. Energy work. Tomorrow and every Monday, 6 till 7 o'clock, is the community ukulele kanikapila style jam session for beginners to experts here at the sanctuary. So bring your uk, and some will be available for use. And if you want to learn to play and just share, it's a great time for music and sharing the aloha spirit. So join us here Monday afternoon, 6 till 7 o'clock, Monday evening. And so we are excited to announce that Reverend Sophia will arrive here in Kona on February 16th. And so Reverend Sophia is going to be here for a couple of weeks. And so what an amazing thing. Sophia will be offering a new members class on Saturday, February 17th. We're going to put her right to work. She comes in on the 16th, 17th, she's doing a class. So in all new members class, there's a clipboard in the back. So please sign that clipboard, sign up for the new members class. You can't be a voting member of the church unless you are a member. And so this is kind of cool as we're coming into our voting season here in February, as we get ready for that. So definitely class will be held via Zoom as well as in person at 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. The sign-up sheet back of the sanctuary. And for those attending online, please send an email, unityofkona@gmail.com, with a subject line, New Members Class, expressing your desire to take the class. Reverend Sophia will provide all the materials and the Zoom link closer to the scheduled date. So here we go. The annual meeting. This is taking place in February, and we're looking for voting members of our ohana to join the board and to seriously look within to see if you are being called to serve for the sacred work here in our community. So please contact a person, Kayla, Jim, myself, Vince, or Dondi, or send an email also to unityofkona@gmail.com. And we also encourage potential board members to attend the next 2 monthly board meetings and to see how they go. I think there's only one of those left anyway. And so annual membership renewals have to be done so that you can be considered a voting member. So please remember that to maintain active membership rights, each member needs to indicate their desire to remain a member by completing and returning the Unity of Kona yearly renewal membership covenant. And so if there are no current membership renewals on file prior to the annual meeting coming up February 25th, no, is that right, the 25th? Okay, I thought you said it was moved to the 2nd. No, that's the board meeting. Oh, okay, sorry, excuse me. So February 25th is the annual meeting set up at the person becomes inactive, cannot serve on the board of trustees or vote in any membership meetings. So starting this week, membership cards will be attached to the newsletter and will be mailed out to those we have mailing addresses for on file. And also in the back of the sanctuary, there's the renewal slips also there, so in person. Kindly return the completed renewals by us by February 24th at the absolute latest. So there you go, membership renewals. And as you know, it takes a village to run the spiritual center, and we appreciate everybody kindly considering supporting Unity of Kona by becoming a contributor, sharing your time, talents, treasures, and there are several sign-up sheets in the back of the sanctuary that you may consider, as well as a refreshment sign-up sheet upstairs, because we all like to partake in a little bit of fellowship and food upstairs after service. One more thing is Guide My Feet, as Kona Choral Society presents Guide My Feet. And it's really a neat program, our 6th annual Gospel and Spiritual Concert in celebration of Black History Month. with the solo vocalist, Benty Bailey. And we here at Sanctuary know Benty pretty well. So we're really excited. This is happening Friday, February 2nd, 2024, at 7 to 8:30 p.m. at the St. Michael's Archangel Catholic Church, right here on Ali'i Drive. And it's free. Donations are accepted. So the Kona Choral Society putting together that thing with Benty Bailey, and so this is going to be really cool. So Guide My Feet. Don't forget, February 2nd. That's a Friday. This is Friday. Yeah, that's coming up real fast. So join us for that. And so we're especially in need of volunteers to sign up and shall help with the AV equipment as well as platform assistance for February. Patrick and his backups will be gone for last couple of weeks of the month. And at the same time we will also need additional people to fill out and keep our online service going. And so to fill in, and keep it all going. And so we are available now to train volunteers, and you can sit right there with Patrick and watch this whole thing. There's a sign-up sheet also in the back for that. And that should be my announcements. Thank you for being patient. And now's the time where we do our daily word, and I've asked Sean to come up and do our daily word for us today. So welcome, Sean. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everybody. Are you ready for this today? Ah, yay. Today's word is free. Divine wisdom, love, and strength guide me to my freedom. While I may not be able to control what is happening around me, I have the power to choose my response. Even though it may seem paradoxical, assuming complete responsibility for my reactions and choices is the key to my freedom. No one and nothing can make me feel a certain way. Living from this awareness gives me the power to create my life from the inside out. I choose my thoughts, words, and actions. If I don't like what my life is showing me, I have the power to make new choices. I do not squander my spiritual freedom. Other people and worldly situations have no control over me. Taking full responsibility for my life, I am free to create my future by living from my divinity. And the scripture today is from 1 Peter 2:16. As servants of God, live as free people, yet do not use your freedom as a pretext for evil. And as we recite I always forget what it is, but as we recite this together, today's daily word, divine wisdom, love, and strength guide me to freedom. Thank you.
And with the freedom in our hearts, let's take a moment and make this sanctuary a beautiful heart. As you get comfortable in the place where you're at, find yourself feet flat on the floor, and take a deep breath as we visualize the sanctuary, as well as the sanctuary of your soul. See this as a beautiful heart. And as you feel the loving energy of those around you flowing in and through you, spreading out to every being on this earth and in this world, see this loving energy filling the blessings of the world. And if you know anyone in your life in need of prayer, let's take a moment now and see them in what we've created, this most beautiful, loving heart. And as we hold these thoughts and prayers for our loved ones, we'll come together now and do our prayer for protection. For the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Mahalo Keakua. Thank you, God, for the blessings of the loving day. And as now we move into some music, we have Faith Rivera coming in from Oahu. She's an amazing singer-songwriter from the sunny shores of Hawaii. Faith is a Grammy-nominated, Emmy Award-winning singer-songwriter, speaker, podcast host. She kind of does it all. And you can catch Faith as a co-host on her joy-filled podcast, Voices of Unity, uplifting honest talk and walking through the spiritual walk. You can let it out and sing and move with her and Zoom in person in Honolulu or at the Still and Moving Center in Honolulu. And so Faith continues to dream those biggest dreams and dares us all to live as everyday superstars. We are born to be. So welcome, my friends, Faith, for some music this morning.
Aloha, everybody. So happy to be here with you. You are so my spiritual family, and so it's so fun for me to watch you. I feel like a little spy or a fly on the wall. I'm watching. I'm in the corner here, but yeah, just to set our time together before the beautiful talk I know that Kayla's going to be giving us. I'm going to invite you into surrender. How does that sound? A moment of surrendering to your greatest and highest good. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am grateful every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free. As I continue walking in this mystery, I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am kinder every moment, every day. I'm more loving every moment, every day. I am stronger every moment, every day. I'm so grateful every moment, every day. I surrender every moment, every day.
Thank you, Faith. I surrender. That was amazing. And now's the time of our message and meditation coming in with Kayla Harvey. Kayla is a board president, very active here in the church. She does it all. And so she's got a lot of weight on her shoulders, but she also does these talks. As also a licensed counselor. And so please welcome Kayla Harvey.
Thank you, guys. We're going to do things a little bit different today. Instead of doing our meditation now, we're going to do it partway through the talk, and you'll see why. And I want to thank Faith because that's perfect for today. We're talking a lot about being our authentic self. And part of that is surrendering into who we are meant to be, to who Spirit has designed us to be, and having that bravery to walk with Spirit in that. This January, we've been talking about this journey of self-discovery, this being who we've come here to be. You ever heard that phrase, just be yourself? Right? People say that, and it's usually meant to make you feel better, make it easy. It's a pretty simple statement, and I don't know about you, it begs the question, what does that mean? And it has us thinking sometimes, is that really what they want? Will they still love me? Will that be enough? Is this a trap? Right, there are a lot of questions like that come up when we think about being ourselves. We have to know who our self is in order to do that. So we're going to talk a bit about what it means to be our authentic self. And then we're going to take time to vision with Spirit, what is my most authentic life? What would it be like to truly be our authentic self? You know, we are societal creatures. So we are meant to live with others, and we have to learn to survive in connection with all the other people around us. I think that's one of the things that makes it hard for us to truly embody and be our highest self. We oftentimes, in trying to belong, are trying to measure ourselves by someone else's yardstick. To meet up what would be okay for them, to be a part of it. However, there have been a lot of studies on authenticity, and especially not being authentic. And what they found was, inauthenticity, and times when we feel we need to be something else, it actually increases our stress, and it increases anxiety and depressive symptoms. They also found that in the workplace, when you're feeling like you can't be yourself, you end up being less efficient, and it increases turnover. When we are trying to fit in, unfortunately, we invalidate ourselves. And for those of you who know Brené Brown, who does a lot of vulnerability studies, perfection studies. She's a pretty interesting human being. A lot of great material out there by her. She says that the opposite of belonging is fitting in. It's kind of an interesting thing when you think about it. Trying to meld with the crowd, to be what someone else wants us to be, we absolutely do not belong. And we feel it. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." Being ourself is incredibly, incredibly important. In fact, modern psychologists say that authenticity is not just an element or one measure of well-being. It's actually the essence of healthy functioning. The essence of healthy functioning. There's a lot of discussion now, and you can kind of look it up on the internet if you'd like, about authenticity being one of the highest vibratory frequencies one can be in. To purely be oneself. When we are ourselves, when we are truly ourselves, our highest self, we are most in alignment with the God within. Because it's who we're meant to be. It's who we were designed to be. We are in connection with that source when we're truly leaning into that part of ourselves. Now, I'm not saying that to be your authentic self or speak from your authentic self, you should have this sort of automatic, raw flow of thoughts. Right? That's not really the intent, is that we say everything that's on our mind right now because we felt it. You know, there is still a balance between self-expression and compassion for another person. But what it does mean is that when we speak, when we act, we're not betraying ourselves. That you wouldn't be speaking something you don't mean. That you're not just agreeing out of obligation. And most importantly, you're not living a life you don't want. You want to live authentically with your heart's desires. Because those come from spirit. Put there for a reason. And in order to do so, we must cultivate this self-acceptance. An acceptance of our own needs. Whatever that might be for you. In each now moment. It's not just about being the self that you are right now. Sometimes our self feels a little cranky. Sometimes it's a little off. It's okay. It means we have a need. You honor that. But it's also about being the self that you are choosing to be. Authentically leaning into the highest version of you. The person that you were meant to be most of all. That means living in alignment with the things that you value. That which is most important to you. And choosing to have an expression that matches those highest values. Whatever that is. We're each incredibly designed to be exactly who we are. We each have this special blueprint, a special version of yourself. You were made that way for a reason. If we all blended and matched, it would be a really unfortunate world and a really gray picture. Anybody ever read the Wrinkle in Time series? It's a Madeleine L'Engle series. It's written a long time ago, many decades ago. It's really beautiful. It's a children's book, a children's series, a young adult. I'm rereading that now, and they talk about this, this blackness, this evilness, this dark feeling. And when they go to confront it, they find it's one brain, it's one mind, and it makes everyone conform. There's no individuality. There's no uniqueness. And that has a terrible feeling. And it actually creates discord all over. That being oneself and embracing who we are is actually what saves us, what is the version of love. We are each one individual thread in this whole tapestry of life. Your thread makes a difference and colors the entire picture. Anyone ever have a phone or a TV where some of the pixels went out? They just went askew, or the colors aren't right. You know, maybe it's a whole line in your phone and the color went out. It looks off and you're constantly drawn to it. And it disrupts the entire picture, doesn't it? That's what it's like when we're trying to be anything but ourselves. Choosing something that doesn't align with us. Not honoring our own needs. and what we've come here to do. See, nobody's asking us to be a perfect person. You don't have to be perfect to be authentic. You just have to be real, a real person. You're authentic when you're always growing in your own self-awareness. You're authentic when you acknowledge and accept the unique qualities, quirks, and even the areas where we're not so strong. We're authentic when we're accountable to ourselves, about ourselves, and to others. You own where you're at. You're authentic when you're true to your values and when you make decisions from those values. And when you follow your own path, coming straight from your heart. You see, joy, natural joy, it's our organic state as human beings. If you're not in your joy, there's something off. And that's okay. It gives us something to look at. But returning to our authentic self allows us to return back to that childlike joy that we are born to have. So as we've been doing, we start asking ourselves, what's fun for me? What do I like? We just observe that. When do I feel in my joy? What's meaningful and purposeful for me? How do I like to play? What would meet my needs? And how do I nourish myself truly? Life is a busy mess sometimes. We get caught up in grocery lists and paying bills, returning phone calls, and all the other things we have to do. But we have to make room to nourish ourselves. We have to make room for our passion. No one else can do it for us. We have to make room for that. I listened to a reel recently on Facebook, and it was talking about how when we complain more than we talk about our vision, we get stuck in a state of inertia. So nothing changes. It remains as it is. We end up spending our energy in doubt, fear, worry, irritation. But if we can shift to thinking about possibilities, what could be, we shift our frequency and our thoughts. And we make room and open up for these tangible shifts, these little miracles that string together to create a domino effect of change in our lives. So I'm going to ask you to take a moment now and just reflect before we get to our writing. Take a moment and ask, what if I lived a life of complete purpose? What if I could have all of my needs met? What would it be like to live a life filled with passion? What is the truest and highest vision for my authentic self? As we visualize and feel into that version of us, I want you to notice as well if there's any automatic thoughts, any bits that come in that say, oh, well, that's, or it's too late for that. Just notice them on the side. We're going to take a moment and center ourselves. And we all have a piece of paper. We're going to do two things. We're going to write a letter to Spirit on one side. Then we're going to meditate together. And we're going to channel in that voice of Spirit. And then write a letter from Spirit. So before we get started, I want you just to center and ask, is there something I'm needing to ask God? Tell God. Is there something in the way? Some challenge or struggle? Maybe a gratitude I need to express? Pick one side of your sheet of paper and write a letter now to God. You may start it as Dear God, Dear Source, Dear Spirit. And just go with the flow of what comes. And as you do, I'm going to be playing some singing bowls today. And you'll notice it's time to wrap up your letter to God when you hear the singing bowls stop. And then at that point, we're going to go into meditation together. So in this moment, just take time and write a letter of whatever comes to you about what you'd like to ask, talk to, affirm, and discuss with God. Just begin to finish up your last few sentences. Knowing that Spirit is always hearing you and always able to listen, no matter when you share. We're going to come back together now briefly to do a meditation. And Faith is going to play some music in the background for us. We're going to join back together so that we can connect with Spirit. So take a moment and put your letters aside if you can. And just relax into your chair, resting your eyes closed if that feels good. Let your relaxation deepen. Feel yourself sinking into space, rooting into the ground, connecting with earth. See yourself in a comfortable place in your inner sanctuary. Maybe a space in nature, a quiet room, or a comfy chair, or a hammock. A calm and gentle warmth comes over you. And as you relax into this space, you may look towards your chest and notice a glowing warmth, a glowing light within your chest. You suddenly see sparks and flecks of light begin to be visible all over your body. It's as if someone turned out the lights and every God particle is revealing itself as glowing in the dark. The closer you look, the more you realize you sparkle from head to toe. Looking around, you notice the sparkles now appear all around you. This God essence is visible everywhere you look and has always been there. We may not have noticed it before, but now it's so visible. Connecting again with this light in your chest, you notice it grows. It grows and grows until the light begins to envelop you. An immense joy arises from within. And you begin to feel the way you were always meant to. Centered in the you that you were always meant to be. Unique, accepted, and loved. Loved with Spirit and connected to all. Ideas for what this authentic life and the vision for your next joyful expression begin to unfold. Maybe they come in images, maybe words, ideas, or simply feelings. Take a moment to be in this joyful unfolding with Spirit. Seeing, feeling, and imagining this best, highest version of your authentic self and dreams feels so good. Resting here, you feel comforted, inspired, and so grateful. This connection to God within is always present and reminds you that if you seek, you shall always find. As this moment comes to a close and the light condenses back into your heart, still glowing, still powerful, your awareness of this space begins to increase. And you come back into your body, knowing you are always an inseparable channel for Source living through you. Return to your body, into this space, and begin to feel your seat in your chair. Feel your arms and your legs, and begin to stretch if you'd like. Coming back into this space whenever you're ready, returning as you open your eyes back together, back in the space and ready to return to our next mission. We're so grateful for the music, for Faith. Thank you so much for including us in this meditation. Now that we're back in this space and we know that feeling of Source within, we are going to get ready to write our letter from God. We're going to take a moment and know that we are always connected. And as we write our letter from God, you might begin with, "Dear your name." And let whatever channel comes through, knowing that Spirit is always speaking through you, let it flow as a conscious flowing. And know that God is always speaking from a loving and supportive voice. And you'll be amazed to see what might show up as God's words flow onto the other side of the paper. And again, we'll do some singing bowls. And we begin to come to a close. Just wrapping up the last few important messages that Spirit has for you. We know that Spirit is always speaking to us and through us, and that at any moment you can return to this voice, return to these statements. And when you're ready, I encourage you to fold it in thirds, and then take your envelope, and on the front of the envelope, put your name and address it to yourself. We here at Unity will be sending them out to you through the mail at a later date in the year. So it's sort of like a time capsule. It'll be a little miracle you'll later receive and remember all these beautiful things that you have expressed and the beautiful ways that Spirit is reassuring you. They're always really fun to receive. And as we do this, I just want to remind everyone that we need to make intentional times to connect with Spirit like this regularly. Whatever that means for you, whether that's prayer, meditation, journaling, affirmations, or just swimming with Spirit in the ocean. Whatever ways you connect with Spirit and your highest self. We need to be consciously willing and open to explore the ways that resonate with us, the ways we can connect and get into the flow of divine light. Spirit wants to help you be you. Charles Fillmore said, "Let the God within you express itself through you into the world without." That's what we're doing. We're letting the God within express through us into the world without. So find ways to nourish yourself, shift your thinking, make friends with these desires that you have, and feed them with loving intention and attention to pull them closer. Make space for this new life that you want. Think of it often and love the ideas. Love that version of your highest self. This joyful unfolding is the process of becoming who you were always meant to be. And simply the wanting, the desire, is the beginning of this process. So make that decision to lean in the direction of where you're going. Don't dwell on where you were. Lean into that highest self. For each of us has a unique and divinely inspired path, like no other. Simply trust the process. Trust that you are always supported and that no matter your path, you don't walk it alone. Thank you. So it is.
Thank you, Kayla. What an honor it is to have such beautiful talk and music for the service today. What an honor. Thank you, Faith, over there in Oahu. God bless you. And Kayla, man, it's like putting these things together. It's like two beams of sun that come through, and they don't recognize each other. It's the same sun, and we all come from the same spirit. So writing these letters really helps confirmation in that connection that we all have together. So what an honor it is. Thank you so much, Kayla. Now it's time in our service where we'll like to make our tithes and offerings in support of the ministry. Many ways in which you can make your donation, for which we are abundantly grateful. What's going to appear up here on the screen for those attending service, our ushers were getting ready to pass around the tithing bowls. And so now we ask you all to please hold your gifts in your hands as we come together and do our offertory prayer. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way, and so it is. And now we have a little more music with Faith. So thank you, Faith, for joining us again. rock the house this time. Okay. You're...
Oh, aloha. Okay, I didn't hear a thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, aloha. Okay, so everybody's ready. All right. Thank you for that beautiful activity, Kayla. So this is called Free, Happy, and Light. A song to take it one step further, right? Is when we say yes, when we surrender to that life, we can really experience that freedom, that happiness, and that lightness. So here we go. Hello, sun and bright blue sky. Got a feeling this day's gonna be fine, so fine. Pretty birdies and butterflies, so beautiful, everything's so alive. I'm gonna bloom where I am planted, like flowers in a garden. Seasons change, people change, and I can't too. Let me be brand new, get in the flow. It's time to grow, like the first of spring. Gotta spread my wings. It's time to fly free, happy and light. It's time to fly free, happy and light. Free, happy and light. Now life is lit up so colorful, got rainbows dancing in my eyes. It's so bright. I let the sun kiss me head to toe. I'm fresh, I'm golden, here in the light. I'm gonna bloom where I am planted, like flowers in a garden. Seasons change, people change, and I can too. Let me be brand new, get in the flow. It's time to grow, like the first of spring. Gotta spread my wings. It's time to fly free, happy and light. It's time to fly free, happy and light. Free, happy and light. And you can sing this part. It goes like this. I'm free, happy and light. I'm free. I'm free, happy and light. Let's do it 2 more times. I'm free, happy and light. Last time. I'm happy. La 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 la. Yeah, some lalas. Like la 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 la. I'm breaking through. Let me be brand new. Get in the flow. It's time to grow, like the first of spring. Gotta spread my wings. It's time to fly free, happy and light. It's time to fly free, happy and light. Free, happy and light. Let's affirm that. Free, happy and light. Free, happy and light. And so it is.
Thank you, Faith. Thank you so much. God bless you. We'll see you soon, I hope. So what an honor it is to have Faith coming in Zoom, and she's got so much going on in her life, and to spare some time with us. We are truly honored. And so now it's time to bless these gifts and offerings, and so here they come, our ushers. Thank you, my friends. So it should be on the board together. Through Spirit, we know that as we give, so shall we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these gifts to do your will and your work in this center, in our lives, in our community. And so it is. Mahalo Keakua. Thank you, God. I just want to announce one more thing. Next Sunday, guest speaker will be Sydney Avenger. And so her topic next Sunday will be, the answer is love. And so no matter what your question is, the answer is going to be love. And so join us and investigate the amazing power of love. Music next week will be Dondi. And so in closing, I'd like to ask everybody, please tell your friends and friends and family about the Facebook event. Service will remain viewable on the Unity of Kona Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And so as we come together, we'll form a circle now, right behind the cameras, make a big circle in the sanctuary as we get ready to do our closing songs. Let there be peace on earth and aloha oi. Without Dondi, we're going to try this recorded stuff. It's all good. It's all good. There we got the circle.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And as we write these love letters, just know that love of spirit is within our hearts. Carry with us until we meet again next Sunday. So until then, we'll do aloha oi.
Aloha oi, aloha oi, eke ona ona no hikalipo, one fond embrace, until we meet again.
Ahui ho, aloha. Don't forget to join us upstairs for some refreshments after service, my friends, as we're going to we'll go black screen here shortly because it's we don't